Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. And if this is your first time here, just welcome. I'm glad you're here. I know I'm glad to be here. Right now I am test driving a 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport model with the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbine powered GDI engine. And the customer states that the ABS, squiggly car tire light, and car on a hill warning indicator are illuminated. This Hyundai has 73,147 miles on it. I'm sorry, let me back up a little bit. I may have embellished the customer's description of the lights. They don't know what those two mean, but they did say that the ABS light is on. The one up top on the right side, that's the anti-lock brake warning indicator. The one below that is the traction control system warning indicator. And this one is, I think, like a hill hold indicator or something of that nature. The car appears to be on a hill and it's not going anywhere, so I assume that that is a hill hold indicator. Those are usually reserved for vehicle systems to prevent rolling forward or back while stopped in traffic on a hill. That being said, all of these things are tied in with the anti-lock brake and wheel speed sensing systems. Say that 5 times fast. So I have the ABS data pulled up on the scan tool, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. It does have a few trouble codes. All of them are relating to the left rear wheel speed sensor. We've got a C1207, C1208, and C1206. All of these are saying that the wheel speed sensor on the left rear have an open, a short, an invalid signal, or an intermittent performance. Now, I was driving this car and I was reviewing scan tool data. Let's get into that data. And what I have found is on this particular test drive, the left rear wheel speed sensor does not produce any signal. So let's roll around a little bit and we're going to watch the highlighted PID, and we're going to notice that it stays at 0 while the other PIDs follow along with vehicle speed. This leads me to conclude that there is an issue with the left rear wheel speed sensing circuit system. So let's get this thing back into the shop and take a look down there and see what's going on. Perhaps a wire is broken, perhaps it's not connected, or perhaps the sensing unit itself has failed and has to be replaced. But let's give it a visual looky-loo and see if we can find something that's going on here. Okay, normally I would like to lift the vehicle up in the air to get better access underneath, but we're full on that side and we're full on this side, so I'm just gonna roll around in the dirt a little bit and do a visual inspection without a vehicle lift. Sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do to make progress. Okay, crawling down under this thing. Let's see what we can see down here. All right, so we're inside of the left rear wheel, and right here, not that, but underneath of it, come on connector, there we go. That right there is the connector for the wheel speed sensing element. This is just the wiry pigtail that runs up to the ABS unit. It appears that this sensor is integrated into the wheel bearing. And following this wire along, it looks to be like it's in pretty good shape. I can see it running forward up the control arm, and there's no damage that I can see here. So that leads me to conclude that the wire itself is okay. Now, one of those trouble codes stated that this concern was intermittent, so perhaps sometimes it works, perhaps sometimes it doesn't. The reason that all of those warning indicators were on for different systems is each of those relies on wheel speed sensor activity in order for the systems to function. For example, hill hold mode can't hold the hill, which would be applying brake pressure. It can't hold the hill if it doesn't know if the car is moving or not. So all 4 of these speed sensors have to be functional in order for these systems to operate properly. Seeing as how I'm immediately suspecting that this speed sensor located within this wheel bearing assembly is faulty, what I'm going to do, since I don't have a lift, is I'm just going to jack this thing up on the ground with the floor jack. I'm going to pull this wheel off right here, and we're going to probe this sensor while rotating the bearing, and we're going to see if this is producing any AC voltage. My meter should pick this up. I do suspect that the sensor or bearing assembly is the cause of this. I'd just like to confirm it before we order a replacement. So let's get out of here and lift this thing back up. Out. Right. Contact. Safety. All right. Okay, let's see what we're working with in here. So naturally we have our brake rotor, caliper pads, caliper bracket hose, etc. The ABS wire. This is part of the flange, which is part of the ABS sensor, which is primarily the wheel bearing. And we can see here's the connector. What we're looking for are the pins inside of that connector. What I'm going to do is put a meter on those and then rotate this hub, and as it rotates it should generate a voltage there, and if I can pick up that voltage on the meter, that's going to tell me that the sensor is working and I have a loss of signal somewhere else in the system. If I do not pick up voltage there, that's going to tell me that the bearing slash sensor assembly is not producing the signal voltage, therefore this is where the fault is located. Alrighty, I've got the probes hanging out against the pins down there. They happen to fit very nicely in the corners of this connector, and the meter's set on voltage, and we're just gonna keep an eye on this as I rotate the bearing, and we're looking for a voltage output, which we do not have. Okay, I now conclude that this wheel bearing slash wheel speed sensor assembly is faulty and it definitely needs to be replaced. Let's go let them know, see what we're gonna do. Well, okay, this has been an interesting twist of events. It looks like I am not replacing the wheel bearing on this car. The customer has declined all repairs at this time due to cost, and I did not see that coming. I figured they'd be good. I guess in all fairness, the job does cost like $300 something, but and they don't want to do it. Maybe later. I guess they're fine with the situation as it is right now, and so I'm just gonna put this back together and they're gonna come pick it up. I find that most unfortunate. I don't like declined repairs. It feels like a waste of talent sometimes, but it's part of the business. It is what it is. So I'm just gonna put this guy together and get it on out. So if somebody learns something or gains some insight in any capacity, that makes the endeavor worthwhile. Well, almost done. I have to remove my safety devices and apply some torque wrench actual clickety clicks to these lug nuts before it leaves. I know you guys usually don't see me applying actual clicks on the wheels, but since this video is running super short, I've got to fill up the space somehow. Brutal, honest disclosure over. 90 pounds on the clicker. I think I already got that one. Okay, good. Okay, access panel cover back in your home, and I need to collect my goodies. And that's a wrap. Give me back my scanner. Alrighty, everybody. As I back this out, I would like to thank everybody here for watching this diagnostic video on my Hyundai. I certainly appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you enjoyed the content today. If you did enjoy this content, please feel free to communicate that to me effectively by tapping that thumbs up button. If you did not enjoy this content, or were solely disappointed in the fact that we didn't get to actually make the repair this time, please communicate that to me constructively in the comment section down below. All that being said, again, and as always, thank you guys for watching. And most importantly, do not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. It watches behind me so I don't have to. Beep. Powering down. Beep. Oh, this one does it for me. It's a much better chime. Bye, Felicia. Hello everyone, welcome back. No, this is not FPS Russia. This is Ray's version of Russian/Ukrainian voice. Anybody who's Ukrainian and I offend you, I'm sorry. Same thing goes for Russian. That being said, we're working on Chrysler minivan. Customer states miniature van overheating on occasion, sometimes while driving, but sometimes overheating while not driving too. This I do not understand, but we're going to find problem with minivan. We are going to find right now. Stay tuned, good video coming up. By the way, Americans do not operate metric system. I do not understand these numbers, but it has lots of them. So this thing has been driven a whole bunch everywhere. Let us now enter shop to visually inspect engine cooling systems. Oh, this not working. Left oil from previous vehicle. We move to side. Leave it for new guy to clean. Okay. Let us now begin inspecting engine cooling systems. Pew! Oh, how you say in German to be opening bonnet area? Yes, I think this is how we say. Oh, hello, Chrysler. Where are you leaking from today? I see nothing. I must now inspect for presence of engine coolant. I understand coolant may be scalding hot, but I am Russian and I do not feel things. Okay, coolant is present in vehicle. I have learned additional details just now from customer advisory staff, and they claim that customer stated he had added engine coolant. Therefore, my initial inspection regarding coolant level is false and invalid. Back to square one for me. Oh, look here, motor mount is leaking. Do you see? Yes, these are liquid filled motor mounts. Do. Hell you say. And this is liquid from within motor mount. Motor mount needs to be replaced. This is not good. Okay, all under hood inspections do not yield any type of visual coolant leak. I have even employed use of reflective devices to look upside down and inside out at water pump area and found nothing leaking at these current places, including radiator, hoses, thermostats, and heater core hoses. We must now elevate vehicle and go underneath to look from bottom side for coolant. I must also be making mention that customer did not state that vehicle became overheated. Customer stated that he could smell engine coolant in atmosphere around vehicle, therefore concluding engine has coolant leak. We continue looking, and we look good until we find leak. And if we do not find leak here in Russia, we have to make money for the bread, so I will cause leak. Vehicle powering down round 2. I will now exit vehicle through driver's door to begin undercarriage inspection. Before lifting vehicle, I've decided that I need to bring Russian Master Technician Toolkit. This fixes everything. Okay, we are now prepared to repair vehicle. We even brought backup. Lifting vehicle now. Okay, taking a look at undercarriage, we have block skirt leaking large amounts of engine oil. Okay, we see runoff from engine motor mount leak. And again we look up and we find more engine oil leaking, some of which leaking very high up on engine, perhaps valve covers. Oh, here we go. This is best guess right here. Coolant fitting at bypass pipe. Perhaps water pump, cannot really tell for sure. Must remove engine to determine exact cause of leaking. No, water pump looked good from down here. Good angle on water pump. Oh yes. Okay, we move to rear end now and inspect backside. Following hoses backwards direction, we run out of hose to follow, yet no sign of engine coolant present. This is wild goose chasing. Okay, it is reaching end of day and we could not, oh no, we could not locate engine coolant leak. We're going to try again later. Now, owner of vehicle named Rich does not know yet, but I make YouTube video of his car too. I did meet Rich a moment ago and I had to break character in order to communicate effectively, and this was almost quite awkward for me because I am stuck in Russian accent voice mode right now, but this is going to be okay. That being said, I hope Rich finds this rendition of miniature van inspection to be satisfying and entertaining. I am also to be hoping the rest of you find video to be satisfying and entertaining. If you do, or even if you don't, I don't care. But if you feel like, you can let me know in comments section down below. This only after you go ahead and tap like button. And just because it is Russian accent day, you must also be tapping subscribe button this time. I know I've reached this level. I must ask for these things in exchange for the things that I'm doing for you to see. So unfortunately, you must tap like button, subscribe button, and leave comment section down below. This is how algorithms work. I didn't build it, I only try to drive on it sometimes. So all that stuff being said, I go home now. You guys all have a great day. Catch you later.